Defensively in the second half, I guess, what allowed Bradley Beal to really get going for them, you think?
Well, we didn't make any shots tonight, and I think it finally caught up to us as far as having to play in transition a ton. And then, then they, he just got going with some sideline throw ahead, step up action. He was getting around the bend a little too fast on us, but I think we lost a little bit of our spark, and just based on how poorly we were shooting the ball, because it was like we were getting what I thought were really, really good shots, for most of that game. I think our energy and everything was great to start. Our defense, everything was really good. But the offense just wasn't well, the shooting wasn't probably where it needed to be compared to how we were playing, what we were generating, and what we were doing defensively. And it ended up just kind of catching up to us, I think, as far as affecting our spirit and our energy.
Paul did a decent job of getting into the paint early on, then a lot of the game was just him settling for tested long twos or threes. What did you make of his offensive process?
Yeah, listen, I think he's in there with a lot of the guys tonight as far as generating, good shots and shots that we want him to take, and for whatever reason, they just weren't going in tonight. So I think he can throw the whole team, and 38% from the field isn't gonna win you many games, and then throw in another 10 missed free throws, and you're in trouble. Anytime you miss 10, you usually are on the wrong side of the score.
Usually, like, conventional wisdom, NBA-wise, says the first home game after a long road trip is always really tough.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, we talked before the game about some of the stuff you tried to do to combat that. Was tired legs or anything? Did you see any of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's always, it is always tough, and you like. I try not to talk about it. I just try to bring a ton of energy, and I thought we were super. I thought we were awesome. Start the game, even to start the second half. I mean, they took the first time out of the half. But again, I think just little bit of combination of just, when the ball, continually you're shooting wide open shots and continually doesn't go in, it seems to, affect other parts of the game. Yeah.
Nick, to the point about Paul's offensive process, he's way below his career numbers shooting-wise, obviously. What do you think is the main cause of that, right? Because we're past the point of, small sample or whatever, where he's played over a quarter season's worth of games, and really haven't had the Paul George you're expecting up to this point.
Yeah, just from a shooting standpoint, again, I think that, they weren't all, like, super open tonight. But a lot of them were, and a lot of them were ones that, like you said, career-wise, he's going to normally take. I again, say that his presence out there is really good. His defense is really good. His rebounding's really good. There's a lot of things to like, and I just think the shooting will get to his career numbers, as we go here. Maybe, again, we try to do some different things. We posted him a couple times tonight. We ran some pin downs for him a couple times tonight, a few other things. We are doing a variety of things. And again, what's he got there? 18 shots. I probably like 13 or 14 of them, kind of what it's been, 12 to 15 and shots that I probably wouldn't trade in.
Coach, what do you kind of say to him? Like, I guess, what kind of do you maybe?
Yeah, I mean, you talk to him a little bit, just to always ask, what can we do to help you? What can we do to get you going? Do you think the looks are good enough? Is there any other actions we can try to do? And we've had some of those conversations as well. And he just kind of says, no, we're all right. And but I'm going to look at these tonight for sure, and sit down with him tomorrow and see what we can figure out. All right, thanks, everybody.